There we go. So recording for those who want the replay. Yeah, so today we are chatting all about detoxing. If anybody's in the 10-day reset Facebook group and doesn't know who I am, my name is Trisha Kamart, and I am a holistic nutritionist, as well as a yoga instructor and a Zumba instructor and personal trainer. Yeah, I'm the operator of this group. So dealing with all things holistic nutrition in terms of what a 10-day reset can do. So whether those are, losing some pounds, or whether it's just getting a detox or cleaning up your diet, all of those things are related to, but I try to do it from a holistic health approach. So today we're going to focus on detoxing, which is great because I have a paid membership. It's called the Eat, Heal, Thrive membership. And the theme for that membership in April is going to be all about detoxing. I'll go over it at the end, what's all included, but you will be included. You'll get the 10-day reset meal plan, as well as an everyday kind of eating detox plan. But this is it's kind of like, this is a fantastic little starting point for us as we dive deeper into detoxing. So let me share my screen and we will get started. So, do you need to detox? Let's dive in. So in today's presentation, we're going to go over these questions. So who should detox? So also I should say, I'm going to use the word detox and cleanse kind of interchangeably, but who should detoxify and cleanse? What is detoxification? When is the best time to cleanse and detoxify? And then why do we want to detoxify? And then how do we do it? So we're going to look at all of those questions as we go through this presentation. So the first one is, who should detox? And the answer is almost everyone needs to detox, cleanse, and rest. So it should be something that all of us are participating in, all of us are doing. And you notice I said detox, cleanse, and rest, because resting is actually a form of detoxing, and we just don't do it enough. And so I'm going to encourage you to do more of it. If you have a regular based diet, so when I say a regular based diet, in my terms, Christine's going to come in. In my terms for a regular based diet, that means that you are having 5 to 12 servings of vegetables and or fruit a day. Oops, just a second. I'm going to just give me a second here. I got a little bit of technical difficulties. I'm muted. I'm just going to stop the share for a second because I've got something happening on my end. Speaker view. And then there we go. Okay. All right, there we go. I think we're good now. So let me share my screen again. Okay. So, no, it's still not working. There, okay, that's better. So when I say a regular balanced diet, what I mean is that you're having like 5 to 12 servings of fruits and or vegetables a day. So we're getting lots of fiber, lots of micronutrients. You are also including protein in your diet, healthy protein options. So nuts and seeds, good quality animal meat, eggs, if you can tolerate them. You can also include some protein powder in there, beans and legumes, so good quality protein. And then you're also getting some healthy fats in your diet. And so again, nuts and seeds, nut butters, maybe some ghee, maybe some avocado. So incorporating good healthy fats in there. And so with that as well, you're getting, your fiber that you need, and you could include some whole grains. So if you're eating a pretty clean diet, then you're not going to need a really intense detoxification. So kind of the more you sway away from that clean diet, then when you go and choose a detoxification method, that probably is going to end up feeling you're going to have a lot of these detox symptoms. So it's going to hit you a little bit harder. And I've seen this with a 10-day reset. So some people who, already eat really clean and then they do the 10-day reset, they sometimes don't get any, they don't get any detox symptoms, like in terms of sugar crashes or fatigue or headaches. But then people who are maybe don't have a clean diet, they tend to have a few more detox symptoms. So just bear that in mind, that if we can do stuff daily, it's going to help a lot more. And so speaking of daily, the body has a daily elimination cycle. So it's mostly carried out at night and early morning. And you probably notice this when you wake up in the morning, the first thing you have to do is usually go pee. And then also a lot of us have our bowel movements first thing in the morning. So we are clearing things out. Your body naturally wants to clear out. So in that time of rest overnight, we are detoxifying and cleansing and rejuvenating, and then we eliminate all of those toxins in the morning. So we'll talk more about that as well. But that's something that you can, one way that you can detoxify is to support that. So maybe in the morning you have lemon water, and that lemon water is going to help your body, help support your liver to get those toxins out. Maybe at night you have like a castor oil pack that you use on your liver. And so in the morning, that's going to encourage bowel movements and get things moving. And so maybe that's something that you can do to support that natural elimination detoxification process. So the next thing I wanted to talk about was just like signs and symptoms of toxicity, and then problems related to congestion, stagnation, and toxicity. So when we think about, do I need a detox? It could be that you feel toxic, but also pay attention to these things. Do you feel congested? Do you feel like some stagnation in your body? And if you do, then that could be a sign that you need to do a detox or support your detoxification organs. So here are just a couple that I pulled out. And there's much more. There was much more. I have a lot of my schooling was done on this. So anxiety and nervousness, backaches. Backaches could be indicative of your digestive system, and you're feeling it in the back. So some stagnation or inflammation there. Constipation. Environmental sensitivity. So if you like perfume, if you're sensitive to perfume, you might need a detox. If you are sensitive to pollution like car fumes, or if you're pumping gas at the gas station, it's really strong for you, that could be a sign that you need a little bit of a detoxification. Headaches. So headaches are a big indicator for me. Indigestion, eye problems, joint pain, sinus congestion, tighter. I combined those together. I've been doing that a lot lately, combining words. So tight or stiff neck. Oh, okay. Acne is another one. Allergies, arthritis, and really anything ending in itis. Itis is a type of inflammation. So if you have any condition ending in itis, it is indication that there is some inflammation there, that there's maybe congestion there, stagnation. And just to compare, if you think about it, if you have issues with your joints, they usually get a little bit swollen, and you can think about that swelling around the joint is congestion. So thinking about trying to remove that congestion. We also have colds. You get frequent colds, some skin issues. Again, we've got acne, now we've got eczema, menstrual problems, and PMS, very tightly wound to, or tightly connected to detoxification organs, migraines, obesity, and then anything ending in itis is what I said before. I'm just going to pull up, because I can't see anything on Facebook. So I just want to see if there's any questions on Facebook, if anybody's watching there. So let me just bring it up. Give me a second here. Go back. Go in. Oh, of course, it's not showing up. There. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep it open so I can see. All right. So moving on. So the next question, what is detoxification? So it's the process of clearing toxins from our body so we can clear them, get rid of them, we can neutralize the toxins from our body, we can transform them as well. And so we see this happening, like caffeine, for example. So our body, when we drink coffee with caffeine, well, all coffee has caffeine, even if it's decaf, there's still a little bit, but we drink it, our liver has to detoxify that caffeine. It changes that molecule into something that's more neutral and then sends it to our kidneys so that we can pee it out. So that's kind of that transformation and neutralizing, as well as clearing any excess mucus and congestion. And I must say, this time of year is known for extra mucus and extra congestion. And it's interesting because even clients that we've had come here for personal training, some of them having like vertigo, dizzy spells, just congestion through the nose and through the sinuses. My son is home from school today because he's all congested through the sinuses. So that is normal for this time of year because this time of year is very damp and we are feeling that into our bodies. But it also, the spring is one of the best times to do a detox. So we get this extra moisture in, and it's a fantastic time for us to do a detox. So it makes sense that that's happening. Also, if you have poor digestion, colon sluggishness and dysfunction, reduced liver function, poor elimination through the kidneys, the respiratory tract, and the skin, they can all add up to increased toxicity. So I said that, you know, our liver is one of our detoxification organs, and it does a lot of work to get all of those toxins into our stool so that we can eliminate them. So we need to make sure that that is running really fluidly so we can eliminate any of those toxins. We also need to make sure that we're peeing regularly because that's going to eliminate the toxins that the liver has neutralized and transformed. But we also have detoxification organs like our breath. So if you are not taking nice, big, deep breaths, then that could restrict the amount of toxins that are coming out. And it's interesting because in the morning when you wake up, you may see this really thick film on your tongue. And if you slept with your mouth open or mouth closed, through the night, those toxins from your lungs are coming up and landing on your tongue. So I usually use a tongue scraper and scrape those toxins away so that they don't go back into my digestive tract. So that is, you know, making sure that our breath work, or that we're taking time to take big breaths through the day just to help with detoxification. And then our skin, you know, sweating is a way to detoxify. So if you have like a sauna that you can use, or just a hard workout, right? And you're sweating, that's going to be a way to get those toxins out. Now, when you do sweat, you want to make sure that you have a shower afterwards, as soon as you can afterwards, with soap, because the toxins are just going to sit on your skin and then like soak in. So we want to make sure we get rid of those toxins. So, you know, one takeaway for this is we need to reduce our intake of toxins and we need to improve elimination. So the next question is when to detoxify. So we are, you know, beings of nature. And so I think it's important to look to nature when the cycles are and with our own cycles to determine when we want to do a detoxification. So we may notice regular periods of congestion. Like I said, right now is a period where a lot of us are getting congested. If you feel it, you know, ears, sinuses, even throat, even like tightness and stiffness around the shoulders and the neck, that can be a sign of congestion. But if you're feeling congested any other time, so even if you come down with a common cold and you're congested, that could be a time when you just go, no, I need to do some detoxing because I'm getting congested. So we can prevent or reduce these periods of congestion and toxicity by following kind of a detoxifying program. And that can be done daily, it can be done weekly, it could be done monthly or seasonal. And here in the 10-day reset, it's seasonal for us, right? We do this 10-day reset with every new season, just to help get things detoxified and help get our body, you know, back into a good rhythm to set us up for the rest of the season. So, but there's other things that we can do daily, weekly, monthly to help support our detoxification, our detox systems. So women can also follow a detox in sync with their cycle, because when you are menstruating, you are eliminating, and that form of elimination is a form of detoxification. So you can follow the same thing. Maybe during your cycle, you do more rest, right? You do more rest, and that helps to help with the detoxification. Maybe you drink more water to help get everything moving more. Maybe you have more protein, or not more fiber, sorry, to help keep things moving. So that's an idea, to do it with your cycle. So seasonally, though, the best time to detox is spring. Spring is the key time for detoxification. And we've gone a long winter. Well, here in Canada, where we are, we've got a long winter. And the wonderful thing about spring is that we're starting to get new growth, new food coming up. We've got lots of these greens coming up, like lettuces and spinach that, I just planted spinach the other day, and it's going to come up, not outside, but inside. And so really eating some of those new things that come up is going to help as we transition from those heavy winter root vegetables, heavy meats. We want to transition out of that heaviness into some more lightness with the arrival of spring. So that's the ideal time. And then the next time is autumn. So spring and autumn are the two times that, there we go. Can you still hear me? There we go. Okay. Are the two times that you can detox. So other times of the year that you want to try a detox are mid-spring, from like maybe May, for the first 3 days in May, or 1 to 3 days in May, summer for 1 week, late summer for 3 days, autumn for 7 to 10 days, which we do with the 10-day reset, mid-autumn or early November for about 3 days, winter for 1 to 2 weeks, ideally before the holidays, and just a really light detox. So if you look at the schedule, you might be a little bit overwhelmed because, what does this mean in terms of detoxing, and what do I have to do for this? So, we do our big detoxes with a 10-day reset, but it doesn't have to be that intricate in terms of detoxing. Maybe one of your detoxing approaches is for, in May, for the first 3 or for 1 to 3 days in May, maybe you do some fasting. And so maybe you want to try fasting for a whole day, or maybe you want to just try fasting for 16 hours or 20 hours. And that can be enough of a detox and a rest for your body. Maybe in the summer, we do another reset in the summer, but maybe late in summer for 3 days, maybe you want to try some using your skin as your detoxification system. And so you use the heat of the sun to try to get your heart rate up and get sweating. And so you devote 3 days to just doing maybe a cardio workout, or if you're even doing strength training, lifting a little bit heavier, but shorter reps. So that way you can really get your heart rate up and get sweating. And then that is your form of detoxification. Possibly in autumn, we do another one, but mid-autumn, early November, maybe that's when you start to do some lemon water. Or maybe you partake in an exercise program that is focusing on detoxification. So it's not that we have to, completely do all of the detoxes all at once in order for us to benefit, but just maybe using these times of year, once a month even, or once every other month, to pick something that you could focus on for detoxing. And even maybe one of the detoxes could be, I'm going to change my skincare. So, this month I'm going to focus on looking at better skincare for myself. Something that's a little bit more natural and not as harsh on my body. So something to think about. So the next question is, why should I detox? So, I've gone through a lot of reasons already, but it's really to cleanse for your health, to improve your vitality, and for rejuvenation. It can clear out some symptoms that you're dealing with. It can help treat some diseases that you're working with if you have any of those itises, right? Help reduce that inflammation, and then also prevent future problems. The thing I really like about cleansing and detoxifying is that it really helps us to reevaluate our lives. And I know that sounds really big and really deep, but I'll give you I'll give you an example, and that is like I have an addiction to chocolate. I really do. And I have been having some problems with inflammation for the last couple of months, trying to figure out where it was coming from. And I do eat a lot of chocolate every day. I eat chocolate. It's not like once a week, it's every day. And on Monday, after my lunch, I went to grab a square of dark chocolate, and instantly I had a headache, and it was bad. And I thought, okay, I get it. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God, for giving me the message. I get it. Okay, I got to stop with the chocolate. And so this week, for the rest of the week, I have not had any chocolate, and it's been really hard because it's an addiction. And I keep wondering, why do I need that chocolate, and what does it signify to me? And at the end of every meal, it's dark chocolate. It doesn't have a lot of sweetness, but it just seems to give me this feeling of all is right with the world when you have like a piece of chocolate or something that you really like. And I know a lot of you can relate to this if you have any addictions to certain foods, whether it's chocolate or candy or chips or whatever it is. There's a feeling that is associated with having that food. And so this reevaluation of our lives, why do I need chocolate to feel that all is right with the world? What else can I replace that chocolate with in order to feel all is right with the world? So it gets you to just think, dig in a little bit deeper about why you have these certain food addictions, if you have them. And yeah, just gets you to think about it. Now, I will never give up chocolate. I will continue eating chocolate, but I'm going to give it up for a while because it was just getting to be too much. And I go through this stage a few times a year. And that's my vice for sure. So the benefits of cleansing and detoxifying is, prevent disease, reduce your symptoms, help treat disease, cleanse the body, rest the organs. Rest the organs. I love this one because our organs are working so hard all of the time. And, especially if we take, for example, fasting, if we're not eating for a specific amount of time, it gives our digestive system a break where it's not working and digesting food all the time. And the other example with that is if you do have a food sensitivity, and I'll take milk, for example. If you have like a dairy sensitivity, and you are consuming, cottage cheese for breakfast, yogurt for a snack, cheese for lunch, maybe some cheese for dinner, like butter for dinner. And so you're having all of this dairy. And if you're sensitive to it, you have not given your body a break whatsoever to help heal any damage that the dairy may have caused. So we can go down from, maybe having 3 or 4 dairy products a day to maybe just 2 dairy products a day. And then from there, go to 1 dairy product a day. And then maybe from there, go to 1 dairy product every 4 days, and just see how you feel if you start to feel good. So just giving our body a little bit of rest so it can heal, because that's what it wants to do. Purification, rejuvenation. So again, if there's damage, we're rejuvenating. Weight loss always seems to happen, especially in the 10-day reset. We get some people get some weight loss associated with that. Clear skin, slow aging. So when we are bombarded by toxins in our everyday life, some of the offshoots of those chemical reactions in our body are called free radicals, and those free radicals can really increase or speed up our aging process. And we don't want that. Who wants to age faster? Not me. So by reducing our toxic load, we can really slow that aging. Improve fertility and enhance senses. And you may have experienced with this if you've done a sugar detox and you omit sugar for whatever, 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, and then you eat something that's sweet, and you're just like, whoa, that has so much sugar in it. And you didn't realize how your sense of taste had diminished a little bit. So it just helps. That's one example of how it can help enhance your senses. So how to detoxify. So number one, daily, we can really think about eating a non-toxic diet. And I'll go over that in the next slide. Number two is try to avoid drugs as much as you can. Over-the-counter and recreational drugs, things like Tylenol, ibuprofen, aspirin, like those, they are drugs, and your body has to detoxify those. Think if there's any other natural things that you can use, and just give them a try. They may work, they may not work, but natural products are going to help a little. Can just see if it'll help, and it'll be way less toxic load on your body. And then recreational drugs too, just know if you partake, your body's going to have to detoxify them. And then with prescription drugs, usually we need a prescription because we our doctor has recommended it for us, and it's something that we need to do to help our body, to heal our body. And so that is hard, definitely hard to avoid if you are on prescription drugs. But I encourage you to just keep looking and keep, be curious about things, again, natural things that you can try to help. I've heard some really amazing success stories with people just, changing their lifestyle a little bit and getting off some of their medication. So and then the other one is avoid toxins at home and at work. And this is, what air fresheners are you using? What laundry soap are you using? Soap in your shower, shampoo, conditioner, all of those things, skincare, beauty products. So trying to find products that are just don't have a huge toxic load on them, more natural products. Deodorant, that's another one. So here is the basis of a non-toxic diet. And number one is to eat organic foods whenever possible. Organic foods don't have pesticides on them, so you're going to reduce your toxic load. Now, I know that organic food is expensive. The price of food is going up. Grow a garden this summer. Put some stuff in pots, put it out on your balcony, put it out on your deck. So get growing. It's the new trend. If not, I'm trending it. Start growing your own food. And that will save a ton. I know the price of seeds went up, but even for example, I bought a package of jalapeno pepper seeds for $3. We have 26 plants coming up. I don't need 26 plants, but I'm going to have tons of food to give away to my neighbors or to just, store and have for myself. I'm going to save money in the long run, and I'm going to grow it. I'm going to have control over what the water's been put on it. I'm going to have control over the soil that has been put on it. So, grow your own. But this is also an idea of something that you can do as a detox, right? Maybe for 1 week, I'm just going to eat organic food, and that will be my detox. Because maybe you can't afford to buy organic food all the time, but maybe for 1 week, all your fruits and vegetables you buy are going to be organic, and that is your detox. It's giving your body a little bit of a break, right? Drink good filtered water. So if you are in the country, usually good water, but you want to get it checked. If it's not good, you need to put in those filtration systems. And if you're in town, your water is treated. There are chemicals in your water. You're going to want to filter that water with a Brita or some other kind of filtration system to reduce your toxic load. Rotate foods. And then we talked about this a little bit with the dairy. So you want to try to rotate your foods, because if you are sensitive to a food and you eat it over and over and over again, you're just building up that stagnation, building up that congestion in your body. And here are the biggest allergens. Milk products are one, and dairy is known to be mucousy and cause congestion. So if you are one of those ones that are feeling mucousy and congested right now, why don't you just switch to almond milk or switch to oat milk, something like that, for a couple of days to see if it reduces that congestion. And that was, the advice that I gave to my son this morning, because he's congested. And I said I would stay away from dairy products today. He said, okay, so he's not going to have any cheese. And so milk products, eggs is another one. Wheat. So wheat is another one. Either people are sensitive to gluten, or sometimes they're sensitive to the pesticides that are sprayed on the wheat. So it's hard to tell which one, but that could be one that you want to rotate. And we have lots of grain products these days. I mean, we've got quinoa, we've got millet, we've got rice and corn, lots of things to choose from. And they made a flour out of anything and everything. Banana, there's flour. Cauliflower, there's flour. There's flour that you can get out of anything. So, and then the other thing that people tend to be sensitive to is yeast foods. So, there's yeast in bread. So you have to kind of watch that as well. Maybe you could try switching to a sourdough. I've had a lot of clients switch to a sourdough bread, and that's worked better for them. and also yeast and things like kombucha. Trying to think of what else yeast is in. My brain is, I got a brain fart. Can't think of it right now. But anyway, those are a couple of things. And then eat natural, seasonal, local. That's what we said. Grow a garden, put some pots out with some plants. You'll be surprised. And then also you want to include in your diet fruits and vegetables, whole grains, legumes, nuts and seeds, fresh fish, organic poultry, grass-fed beef, that's local is best, and pasture-raised pork, which that is local, is best. So those are some ideas just for every day. So if you can't get the organic food, then stick to something like this. So cooking in iron, so cast iron, stainless steel, cooking stainless steel, glass or porcelain is better for you. If you use a non-stick pan, it has Teflon on the bottom. And when those pans get older, and who knows when that is, but they start to chip the Teflon, and then you are eating the Teflon. And Teflon is not normal for our bodies to ingest. And so your body has to, you know, break that down and store it maybe in fat cells or try to get rid of it. So when you can, try to choose something a little bit better. And then, you know, avoid the cured meats, avoid refined foods, canned foods, sugar, table salt, unhealthy fats, coffee, alcohol, and nicotine. So coffee is one, because I said the caffeine, your body has to convert that toxin, and you have to and detoxify it basically. So, you know, if you are dealing with some congestion, with some toxicity, if you're just going, I need a detox, maybe you do a coffee detox. Maybe you spend 5 days and you don't drink any coffee, and see how that goes. Alcohol and nicotine. Just a little fun fact here. If you do give up coffee, you'll probably get a headache. But if you take vitamin C, like 1,000 milligrams 3 times a day, that will help reduce the detox effects of coffee. And then also try to avoid toxic relationships and toxic media, because that all filters in to our body and how we feel. So there's so many detoxes out there. I'm just going to list, you know, a couple of them, but just some ideas for you of you know, what you can think about doing if you feel like you need a detox. So of course we have the 10-day reset that we do every 3 months. So that is a good detoxer. For the first, it is gluten-free and dairy-free and sugar-free. So we're getting rid of 3 big allergens that can help give our body some rest. For the first 3 days is liquid meals. So we're giving our digestion some time to rest. And we're trying to eat lots of vegetables, fruits, and it's, yeah, just lots of good foods that were mentioned up above. So that is a good detox that you can partake in, which is coming up after Easter. But lemon water is fantastic for detoxifying. It helps to support your liver. So that's something good that you can do. Castor oil packs is another thing that you can do to support your liver. A sugar detox, as I talked about, with a 10-day reset, that's, you know, something. Juice fasting. So I don't know if anybody does juice fasting, but it is something that you can do. I don't do juice fasting myself, and that's probably why I don't talk about it a lot. But it's you know, if you can find a practitioner to help you guide you through it, you can definitely do it safely. Water fasting. So a lot of people do water fasting as well. And some, you know, that can be a 1-day water fast where you're just drinking water. And then some people prolong it a little bit more. And sometimes when we do these longer fasts, like if you were to do a 3-day water fast, you know, that's sometimes when that's when we can have this spiritual journey and really reevaluate our lives. There's a detox called a master cleanser. And I'm going to talk about more of that in our membership group, but it's similar to a water fast or a juice fast. So it's a specific drink that you make with apple cider vinegar or lemon and maple syrup and some sea salt, and you have that a couple of times a day. So it's got the electrolytes your body needs to help with any energy or any the metabolism of fat, because you're metabolizing lots of fat during that time, and so then your electrolytes tend to drop because you're using so many. So it just helps keep your electrolytes up. Fasting, as we talked about, you know, specific diets. If you do an elimination diet, dairy-free, gluten-free, wheat-free, whatever it is. Those are types of detoxifiers. House detox, right? Go through your house. Where are the air fresheners? What am I using for laundry detergent? What am I using for dish soap? So looking through and doing a house detox. This is the week I'm going to clean things up. Lots of local people, I guess in my area, because I live more in a rural area, but lots of people create their own cleaners. And there's businesses that are built on natural cleaning products. So maybe seek one out or look on Pinterest and find your own natural cleaner with, vinegar is fantastic. And then maybe you also do like a skin and body detox. So looking at all your skincare, all of your hair care, and just seeing if you can make any changes there. So lots of things that you can think about detoxing, and probably one of these things is going to resonate with you, right? And that's your intuition. Pay attention to that intuition. If your intuition is saying, oh yeah, we need to do a skin detox, then you're going to go look through all of your skin products. So so there's definitely something that's going to call to you. For me right now, the master cleanser is it's been calling to me for the last couple of days, so I think I need to do that. But so just to finish up, and I'll check to see if there's any messages or any questions on Facebook when I'm done here. But this is going to be, as I said, this is going to be our focus in April. We've got the 10-day reset, which is happening in this group, but also in the Eat, Heal, Thrive membership. We're going to be looking at these detoxification and cleansing programs in a little bit more detail. And so part of the membership, you're going to get an everyday detox meal plan and recipes. So this is just something that you can follow every day, following that non-toxic meal plan, eating plan. If you join, you'll also get the 10-day reset meal plan and recipes. So it's actually a fantastic deal, because if you just buy the 10-day reset recipes on their own, it's $30. But if you join the membership, you get all of this for $27. So it's a good deal. You'll get a nutrition portal to journal your day in. If you want to journal your, what you're eating, your exercise, your water, how you're feeling, your digestion, you can use that. You'll get a detoxing exercise video. So in the portal already, in the membership already, there are 2 stretching videos that you can do for detoxification, and they really focus on twisting, because when we twist, we compress and we create some pressure, and then when we untwist, we get this blood flow that can come to the organs and support it. So the other one I'm going to add in is going to be a workout where we're going to sweat. So it's going to be a cardio strength-based workout. It's going to be short, about 16 minutes, and it's going to be Tabata based. And what Tabata is it's a timed interval workout. So we spend 20 seconds doing a cardio exercise. We get a 10-second rest, or we're prepping for the next exercise, and then we do 20 seconds of a strength training exercise. So we'll do 4, and you do that 4 times, which is 4 minutes, and then we're going to do 4 separate rounds, so 4 separate things of that. But the idea is to get you sweating, so then you're detoxifying with your sweating. So that's going to be fun, because I haven't taught one like that in a long time. So hopefully I do okay. And then we're going to have 4 group coaching calls. So you're going to review the meal plan on one coaching call. We're going to talk about ways to detox, planning a daily and weekly detoxes, and that's when I'll work with each of you to see, where you're at, what you think you might want to tackle for the month. I'm going to do a B vitamin webinar as a bonus, and then we're going to talk about supplements and cleansing herbs to support detoxification in the last one. So it's $27 per month, but I'm going to say that this is the last month at $27, and I'm going to up the price to $35, because you do get a lot of stuff in this membership. Not only are we just going to cover what is happening in April, but you get all of the other past months as well. So there's webinars on intermittent fasting and stress and liver and eating right for your body type. This one that we just did about the last month was about consistency skills. And then also there's gut health, like 4 webinars on gut health. So lots and lots of information in that membership that you can go through. So I think it's worth more than $27 for sure. But I'll post it in the group, but I'll offer a 6-month membership if you want to invest for 6 months. I'll honor the price of $27 a month. So it's $162 for 6 months, or you can get a 3-month membership for $90, or pay $27 this week and then $35 the next month. So I hope that you join me in the membership. It's a great program. I love it. It's really good. So, okay, Christine's got a question. And just give me a second, Christine, see if anybody's on the 10-day reset. So I want to. Okay, no, we're good. Okay, go ahead, Christine.
Hi. I was just wondering. Sorry, I was just wondering the master cleanser with the warm water, ECV, and the syrup. How many times a day would you do that?
We're going to talk about that in the membership group in April, but you would do it 3 times a day. I don't want to give away all my secrets. 3, yeah, 3 times a day. And I think, yeah. So if anybody else has any other questions about, about detoxing or about the membership and what you can expect, then please reach out. I hope you got something out of this webinar. I think my biggest take-home message for you is that should we detox? The answer is yes, we should, but it doesn't have to be extreme. It doesn't have to be extreme. It could just be something that you integrate into your daily life, that you do every day, and it just becomes part of a habit where you are supporting your body. So that's my take home for everybody. So if you can find one thing, to work on over the next month, that'll be good. Be really good for you. All right. So thank you, everyone. And I'm going to press stop.